All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're going to officially dive into our multi-genre project. So I'm going to remind you again that all of your January assignments are due on Monday, no later. After that, they'll all stay zeros. So let's talk through the multi-genre project. So if you open up this template, there's some information I want to make sure that you pay attention to. So I've linked the instructions right here for you to download. It's a PDF. And I'm just letting you know what we're working on each of the days. So today we're going to work on text number 1, tomorrow text number 2. We'll have the rest of the weekend to catch up. On Monday, all of those extra assignments are due. On Tuesday, I'm going to take a check grade. So it's an automatic 100 if you've completed text number 1 and text number 2 by Tuesday. So that should motivate you to get at least 50% of this project completed and earn an additional 100 daily grade in the grade book. Tuesday we'll work on our third and final text, and then Wednesday we'll work on the preface. The entire project is due on Thursday, and I'll be available all day Thursday should you have questions or need help. So let's go ahead and open up this template. If you need the instructions, you can simply click on this link and you'll be able to download the instructions one more time. So again, you are completing 3 different texts in 3 different genres, but they are about one topic. So you told me that already yesterday, whatever that topic was going to be. So mine was going to be about Animal Crossing. So on this template, you'll see that I have the rubric listed for you right here. So this is how you'll be graded and how many points each different text is worth. And then here is Mr. Perez's completed multi-genre project for you to look at. So your preface will go on page 1. If you keep scrolling, you'll have text number 1, you'll give me the title, and then you'll give me the genre, then you'll type it here. And then same thing for 2 and same thing for 3. And you do need to delete what's in red right here so that way we can see just whatever it is that you're writing. Okay, so going back to our course page, I want to show you some of the resources that I put in here for you for your multi-genre project. So if you click right here where it says multi-genre project, you've got these different folders. And I did create a video a while back on how to navigate through each of the folders. So you have your project overview and guidelines. So you have a link to the instructions. You have Mr. Perez's example, and then I'm going to talk about this how-to resource in just a second. So when you click on it, let me see. You'll see these different videos in each of the different sections. So if you're going to do a narrative, here's all the different kinds of help that you can get on this. So poetry, same thing. I wanted to start with an editorial or like an open letter. So this is a video on just kind of what open letters are, but I liked this link because it showed me exactly how to write one. So back here on page, see, 5, I think is what I said on the link. Page 5 shows you kind of what a persuasive formal letter looks like, how you would organize it, what you should do in each of the paragraphs. So I use this, and my first genre is going to be an open letter. So if you click on genre notes and sample projects, I did put the notes on the genres we've talked about last semester. I talked about the genres that I listed for you again last Friday. And then you have Mr. Perez's example here. You also have Ms. Pareshnev's example, who's also another sophomore English teacher at Brandeis. And then here's mine. And mine is something that I'm going to be adding to every single time you add to yours. So we're working on text number 1, so you're going to scroll down to page 2. And here is my open letter. And again, I use this to help me draft it. But I was also reading an article about female gamers, female video gamers, and I thought it was pretty interesting. And so this open letter is a response to that. So you have my information on the upper right-hand corner like it shows me in the resource. And I'm writing to Nintendo headquarters, which is located in Redmond, Washington. So again, I used this right here, and I used all of this information on this resource to help me through that. So it says, to whom it may concern. My name is Gina Mendoza, and I'm a 33-year-old female educator from San Antonio. Over the past summer, I recently came across Animal Crossing: New Horizons after being introduced by some close friends. While I have never considered myself to be a gamer per se, I invested in a Nintendo Switch and the game for my 10-year-old daughter to see what it was all about. Needless to say, I fell in love with the game, so much so that I purchased my very own Nintendo Switch as well as my own copy of Animal Crossing: New Horizons. I regularly play and have enjoyed the bonding experience this game has created between myself and my entire family, including my husband, who plays pretty much any video game ever made. I have even joined social media groups designed for people like me who love the game, such as Animal Crossing Gamers Over 30. My experience has shown me that there is potential for targeting a new demographic in the video game industry: adult female gamers. Typically, females are not the intended demographic for video games. Only recently have we seen advertisements that are gender neutral, maybe even only designed to target young girls. Where are the adult women included in the mix? According to an article I read from the BBC, adult females account for a considerable amount of revenue brought in by the gaming industry. It seems that companies are continuing to ignore an important group that contributes financially worldwide to this industry. If companies truly want to make a difference while simultaneously adding to the already substantial revenue brought in through video games and accompanying merchandise, it is clear that you need to step up and do the right thing by making more of an intentional effort to be inclusive of the adult female demographic. I understand that there are several factors that also contribute to this major gap in targeting adult women in video game advertising. For example, the stigma associated with being an adult female gamer is not uncommon in our society, as seen through social media and comments made during live stream events. However, we have shifted into including female children in these demographics. What's another step up? While you cannot control everyone's mentality, you can be a leader in shifting the narrative and marketing strategy that can be more inclusive to the demographic that contributes more than people think to the gaming industry: adult females. Your attention to this matter is greatly appreciated. Respectfully, Gina Mendoza. So while this is a letter, it's intentional. It's going somewhere. I'm writing to somebody because I want something to change. So this is inspired by my love of Animal Crossing and how so few females play this game, or how many of us there are secretly, and yet there's nothing for us out there. And I say this because during Christmas break, I found a ton of Animal Crossing stuff for my child, but nothing for me. I really had to search, and things were on back order, and there was hardly anything really to choose from in terms of things that would be geared towards adults and adult females. So even though I love Animal Crossing, I still wanted to try something different with this genre. So have fun with whatever genre you decide to do today. And remember, it doesn't have to be an open letter. I just wanted to show you how I used that resource. But yours, remember, it could be any one of the different genres that you told me you were planning on using. And then let me show you one more time how to get to the resource. So if you go to Project Overview and Guidelines, you'll see this how-to resource. And again, all of these links are different videos on how to write certain types of genres, how to start a blog, how to write for a podcast. So rather than you sitting there and Googling everything, especially in YouTube, use this resource. I've already found a bunch of things for you, so that way it would help make this process a little bit easier. So your assignment for today, after you kind of go through that and practice maybe one of the different types of text, you don't have to finish it, but at least start something today. Your attendance question for today is, what is one thing you noticed about the sample projects that will help you create yours? So that means going over the one I just went with you, or going over Mr. Bettis' example, or Ms. Pareshnev's. Mr. Bettis has 3 different genres that you can see. Ms. Pareshnev has a memoir or a narrative, and then of course mine has an open letter. And then tell me the topic and genre of your first piece for this project. Remember, you're not typing a comment. You are going to the submission section and using the Create tab. And then if you would like, you can click here to look at the list of Writer's Notebook entries that I'll be checking for tomorrow's notebook grade. So right here, these are all the slides that we've done this semester. So I'm looking at each of them. They're 20 points per slide. Remember, mine are also given to you if you go into your multi-genre project. and rewatch this video as many times as you need to find it. So Writer's Notebook, my example is here, and you can see all the completed slides because I do every single slide with you. So you can see examples of how to do each of these things, okay? Remember, there are videos on these days that we did them. So if you go to the folders and find these dates, you can see all the videos, or just go to my YouTube playlist, and you can just click on the videos that you need. And then again, use my Writer's Notebook example to help you figure out how to do each of these assignments. All right, I know that today's video is a little bit longer, so thanks for sticking with me. And if you have any questions at all or need any help, let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.